If farted, I say. I say, Terence. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. There goes the planet. No, 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 there's loads of stuff, yeah. Loads of stuff. I just am. Oh. We went straight for the Gregorian chant, or whatever the fuck they call these days. What's that board? Board is clean. Yes. Alrighty then. I could fall down again. I'd be really good at this job. I'd spend most of my time in the fucking hospital. Get out of my face! Looks like you're on the wrong side of the river. Yeah. Second one was pretty good. Yeah. The third one where they replaced Evie, they didn't just replace Evie, they completely changed the character as well. It wasn't like she was even like pretending to be Rachel Weisz. She literally was like a completely different character, and that completely fucking ruined it. I mean, I get when you get cast as a role. I get when you get cast as a role, you're gonna make it your own. But it's like when it's like a character that's beloved by people who enjoy the franchise. Yeah, it's like make it somewhat similar. Wow. I'm currently stuck on my bra. I'm stuck on my bra. My brazier. My brazier. I'm caught up on the brazier. It's clean. Good. 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 Looks like that must be clean because it's not showing up anything. Right. Ready. That one's not clean. I'm doing a figurehead, which is now figured. Figurehead. It's now been figured. It's been refigurated. Other figurehead needs refigurating. Reinvigorated. Knife was good. You don't want to go hitting things in dark corners. You'll get in trouble for that, mate. in. Right, now figurehead sun. Oh, figurehead sun. That figurehead needs redo dialing. Right, okay. Like I say, I'm trying to focus on the figureheads because I know that they're an absolute shit to complete some of these. Bishop to the water! I need the water! It's going to be a pain in the butt for us. Figurehead. That figurehead looks like it's cleaned. Oh, across something around here. This wall is not clean. Unclean! Unclean! It's getting better. I feel happy. I feel happy. You're not fooling anyone. This window. No, I'd heard about Faulty Towers where John Cleese and his daughter were planning on doing it, and I really hope that that's not going to happen. Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, Kevin Kline and the Pythons worked really well together. Ah, I just got ejected by a phantom ladder. Phantom ladder just shoved me out of the way. There's one around here. There's one around here that's a window frame that's definitely needing. This one here. There it is. They're like Shaky Stevens. And these window frames. Of this old house and all that. These are the there. So. Oh, it's all the way up there. Right, okay, I'll go get it. Hey, you fucking gnome! How did Nomeo make his way up here? How did Nomeo make his way all the way up here? Yeah, but he's climbed back up again. Yeah, I'm sort of Trying to make my way up there, but I've just got occupied by this gnome. Oh, gnome. I got it. Fuck this fucking roof. Dangerous. Needs to have safety rails around this bloody roof. Bam. Wooden trim. I wouldn't if I were you. And before you do that, let's see if we can get this bloody gnome back up here. I was all the way down there again, is he? He's all the way back down there again. Before you do the wooden trim, I'll see if I can get the gnome back on the roof. Fuck. Before you do the wooden trim, before you do the wooden trim, I'm gonna try and get this gnome back on the roof. Well, I'm on the roof with it currently. Actually, I know it's going against my principles, but if you could actually climb up the, move the scaffolding a bit closer. See if I can actually get it onto the higher levels of the roof from here. That bit should be fine, I think, as long as you can get him to sort of. No, come back, you little shitbag! Oh, he's stuck on the scaffolding. So, oh fuck, back on the roof. Right. One level isn't there. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be able to reach him from up on the top though. Because it'd be probably a bit too far over. Right. You didn't pick him up. Ah! Hang on. Oh, got him. I got him off you. Yay! I've got him. Oh! I've fucking fallen through the fucking roof. Yeah. Are you able to like, grab him again? Because I've fallen off the fucking roof. This has been. Have you? We've got twins. Twins. Right. Oh shit! What? Okay, you've got him again now. Okay, I did grab him off you. I had him and I dropped him. I'm gonna jump on your head in a second. See if I can grab him off you. Where are you? Right, okay. Got him. Yeah, if I drop him on my Right, okay. Now do the wooden trim. Achoo! Oh, she's got it. No, I'm joking. Joke. He is, yeah. If it works, but it lies to us. Slightly rippled, is it? Is it undecided? Which one was it? Oh. Ah! So, the scaffolding just passed through me. Ooh, felt a shiver. Scaffolding is still up on the roof here. Yeah, on the ground to actually sort of get it to drop. Oh no. What's that? The top of it. Okay, right, one moment. Yeah. Did the achievement go ping? Yeah, boy. Saved it. Yeah, saved it. Nice. Whoop, whoop. The treehouse takes a long while. It might be a bit of a boring one to stream. Yeah. Where's the washboard? Where's my washboard? Dewey. Canal. Does that mean that I'm using that one of the I'm just the one. This one. You're kidding me, I was using the fucking weak ass flaming weak. Oh shit, right, okay, yeah. Well, so it downgraded me to that when I joined your game by the looks of it. Fine. You've not got the big red one. Well, it wasn't doing too bad a job, don't get me wrong. No. I'm I'm full on inventory on all of them, and I very rarely use anything at all. Well, well, I think we've all got an area that we're trying to clear. Yes, yes, our areas have been permanently turned off. Filters, filters. La 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 la. You haven't seen the rest of it yet, mate. Oh dear. Oh bollocks. Hmm. Yeah, let's stop talking about our fullness now, shall we? Ah, pity the fullness. Ah, pity the fullness. You'll love where the gnome is on this level. There's one. I think there's one on every level. Just some are harder. Some are easier to find than others. Hmm. Yeah, I think it's. I don't know if it's actually like some of them they're replaced by a football, but yeah. I think there is a gnome on every level. I could be wrong. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Go, go, power washers, you muddy, messy power washers. Oh dear. Pardon someone, me. What about sticking to someone's bust? Ah, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, wee beasties. Royal pieces of yes. Hmm? Oh, right, yeah, yeah. won't be getting those messages, so you'll be seeing those. Could I stand a yonder? Riveting is something else that's more interesting than watching this. Yeah. Riveting. A busy time. Yep. Oh god. Yeah, don't even get me started. He's not going to get very many gigs if he remains nameless. Sorry. Right. Right. Okay. I think when he didn't have a name, it's like, well, how do people employ him? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Carry on. Yep. Yep. No, we're clear. Hmm. Is that a euphemism? Good, right. Yeah, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Lovely. Nice. It probably evoked quite serious insecurities after that. Hmm. Yeah, I've revealed some of the graffiti for you to admire. Oh, that's fine. Daddy boy, daddy. were. We have been, and sometimes we do. I don't know. Chase me. Oh, no, sorry, what? At some point, yeah. How many systems do we need? Well, hey. No, I didn't think it was, ever. He needs to go. I need to went. Incontinence mostly. La 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 la. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Being a zombie. didn't ever hold a smoke it out of. Very well. Hmm. Uh-huh. I will just say that from what you're describing, it sounds like the kind of game that I absolutely bloody hate at the moment. But okay, I'll give it a try. Mm. Is it sort of like kind of like Minecrafty sort of type gameplay? No. But in terms of like gameplay, is what I mean. Mm-hmm. And party. Mm-hmm. 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 Actually, I'll give it a go. I've installed it a while back, just not actually started it up. Of course you have. I mean, why wouldn't you? Yeah. Not just a loincloth. A loincloth when I started. Not even got that anymore. It's like, yeah, started out with a loincloth. The wife got half of that in the divorce. Oh dear. Hmm. In your quarters. Oh no, no! I was watching our stream last night earlier. Don't go down the handmaiden's quarters anywhere. No, no, no! Even before we had to write an answer, me and Shell were pissing ourselves laughing at that one. Oh dear. On handmaiden's quarters, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Monty Python reference. Release Wadwick. Yeah, I really want to play that Chinatown Detective Agency as well as LA Noire on the crime streams. Because actually, I didn't get far into it. I literally just tried at the beginning just to see if it was the sort of game that I'm thinking of. Because while it describes itself as detective agency, it might just be like, hey, run around, shoot this person, run around, shoot this person. In which case, it's not really a crime detecting game. Yeah, it very much is that kind of game. But I wanted to check before I got on stream. I thought, oh, this is really disappointing because it was something completely different. That chicken police one looks and sounds fucking stupid as well. I'll probably be purchasing that one as well at some point, as and when required. Yeah, that Chinatown one's it's on Game Pass at the moment. It's leaving Game Pass very shortly, but like I say, it intrigued me enough in the 10 minutes or so that I played it earlier that it's like, yeah, it's going to be on my purchase list. Yeah, because it's detecting sort of in the style of, well, it's as you said earlier, it's kind of a pixel art game, but it's sorry, being a detective in a similar style to like LA Noire, except possibly more so. And as in, like, you know, more of the detecting is left up to you as the player rather than the actual character, which will become apparent when we play it. Yeah. You can do, but actually, if there's no one watching, then obviously it's quite difficult to do that. We could be sat there for like, you know, days waiting for that to actually happen. I don't mind if no one watches. I don't mind if no one watches. Just like just obviously, I think it's a good idea, obviously, for one of us to play, and the other ones sort of like make the decisions. Then it's like both people's like being involved in it. I'm sure there is. It's a toilet, of course I'm fucking it is. It's in here. It's in this one. It's in this one here. no, it's over here. Tony, seriously. It's in this one. It's in that one. No, it's in that one, look. Yes! And the picture on the back of the toilet. Okay. Yes. Mustn't leave your doings half done. You need at least the orange one for that one. Yeah. Yes. Dirty boys. I thought you were saying you're going to put cake in it. As in like urinal cakes. As in like urinal cakes. Yeah. Yeah. Who? You just always make everything that bit too much. Do sometimes. It's wrong. No. Look, Tony, we vote for you. That's all you need to know. We fucking vote for your answers. If that's happening, you've not gone too far. If you were coming out of the game with 0 points, that would be your message. Oh dear. Which we don't have. We don't have lines of decency. You should know us by now. Decency, what's that? Like I say, we have decency, don't get me wrong. It's just a case of this is our assumed personality when we're making sillies. Yeah? And then we vote for it. And then we vote for it. So, fucking hell, you know, we, yeah. Oh, that I can't remember which one your one was on that one. No, that's fine. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Oh yeah, the look I was getting quite frequently last evening when I said, you know, it's like, are you going to go and check? You want to go and check? I can't remember exactly what the actual phrase was that we came out with, but it was like, you know, people change. And she was like, what the fuck? Implied there may have been a little tinky winky there. Yeah. Like I say, we're on a very similar wavelength. She knew it was a joke, fortunately, and so I didn't get the shit beaten out of me. Oh dear. Which is why I'm here to tell the tale still. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh. Oh, so stupid. Oh, so stupid. Yeah. Look at me. Well, that's what she said. What, sorry? Been so long. Yeah, been going on for so long. Can you please stop it now? Yeah. Well, like I said, I've read a lot of people. I mean, this bloody cough and shit like that go on for weeks and weeks and fucking weeks. So it is, like I say, a thing that's going around. But you know, hopefully you don't get it, bud. I mean, yeah, but like I say, it can still be brought to your door if you have to answer the door to anyone or anything like that. Yeah, that's good, yeah. You put your thing on the floor, and you put your thing on the floor, you iron it out, you know, and then take a photo of it. Sorry. Anyway, it's a triple Polaroid, fucking hell. Oh, yeah. Still there. Oh, dear. Do I get the point? It depends. Some of it is. There are you know corners of you know the gallery where you know you've got someone who's like just playing against the odds, and it's like wow, how did you get away with that? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, myself and Michelle, was it last evening or the evening before? I think it was probably before we were streaming last night. I put an episode of Father Ted on. It was because of something we were saying the other week, and it was the episode. I hear you're a racist now, Father, and she's never seen that one before. So, oh, Mrs. Doyle hasn't been very well since she had her fall. Like, boom, she falls past the window. Like, see, she can't even keep her balance at all now. And she falls off the fucking roof again. It's like, that's just so wrong. You know. And where he's got like the lampshade on his head. Hearing you're a racist now, Father. But yeah, like I say, I mean that is fucking just amazing comedy, and it's like, yeah. And Dermot Morgan, we lost him way too young. That was such a shame. That was so bad. I remember an episode of Have I Got News for You with him on, and he was just fucking brilliant. He was on fire. He was, I mean, he'd just start, it's like, he'd just start talking about something, and then he'd go off on a fucking complete tangent, and they'd be like, where are you going with this? But it's funny, but where the fuck are you going with this? But, oh dear. Yeah. King of comedy, I don't know. I couldn't name one. Because some I like for how they're funny without being offensive. Others are just so offensive. It's like, wow, fucking hell, wow. And others, you know, it's so obscure, and it's like there's so many different categories of comedy that I couldn't say that this is definitely my favourite comedian ever. For any particular reason? Is it the same person? Sorry. Hello. Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Mhm. Fair enough. Mm. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I controversial one. I really like Ricky Gervais simply because he says whatever the fuck he likes. Yeah, no, like I say, I mean, I get, like I said, not everyone likes him. Don't get me wrong. It's just a case of, like I say, he says what the fuck he likes, and you can sort of, yeah, and it's like he really fucking goes to town. I mean, you put him in front of all these famous celebrities in the famous award ceremonies, and he doesn't give a fuck. It's like they're, you know, twice as well established as he is. They're probably 3 times as rich as he is, and he's like, fuck it, I don't care. You know, you do fucking stupid shit, I'm gonna fucking call you out on it. And I like the unfiltered sort of nature of that. I wouldn't say he's necessarily. Yeah, I wouldn't say he's like my favourite comedian of all time. Don't get me wrong. It's a case of I can watch him and it's like, wow, fucking hell. Yeah, and yeah, like I say, he's controversial. He's very, very, very fucking controversial. I enjoyed the original TV series of The Office. Not because I liked his character, but because I could relate to a lot of the characters in that show. I don't know if I've probably mentioned to you before, where there are certain characters in the show, it's like, okay, I can A, sympathise with this character, and B, I'm exasperated at this character because I've met these people in real life. Gareth. I mean, you watch the show and you think, this is a completely fictional character, someone completely fucking made this up. No. There are people like that. I have worked with one. When I worked for Woolworths, he became team leader. It's like, it's a fucking joke. He was such, I mean, he had the look of Gareth and he had the personality of Gareth. He had the intelligence, or sorry, I say lack of intelligence distributed. And it's like, how the fuck? And he got the role because no one else wanted it. They invented like this position. It's like, you know, team leader. It's like, okay, yeah, no one wanted to go for it. He applied. Fucking gets it. It's like fucking hell. And I mean, like, so when I say he had the look of Gareth, he was like thin and gaunt, and he had. This is actually basically sort of covering off. What's his name? Mackenzie Crook's character from Pirates of the Caribbean as well. He actually had an eye that pointed in a different direction. He had like an eye that obviously skewed off in a different way, and you never quite knew whether he was looking at you or over your shoulder. And it was like that unnerving sort of feeling, you know what I mean? I don't judge people based on that, just to be clear. But that combined with everything else with him just made him a very unsettling character. He, in an episode of The Office, there's an episode where Gareth he's at, Martin Freeman's taking the piss out of him because he's got like a holster, looks like a gun holster for his mobile phone. Yeah, well, this particular person used to wear a utility belt to fucking work. Working in Woolworths, like just a little shop, and he had a fucking utility belt with like tools and shit on it, and it's like overkill, a bit much. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, but like I say, again, you're an intelligent person. You'd probably find uses for this, whereas he was just, he was fucking clueless with everything. Our stock, our warehouse was upstairs, and you access the warehouse. There was a lift where you obviously went up in the lift. You filled up with stock. You came down in the lift and put it on the shop floor. One day the lift wasn't working. It was being repaired by engineers and shit or whatever. It can happen, don't get me wrong. He filled up a trolley with batteries. Now, to get to the warehouse without going in the lift, you have to go up these stairs. You have to sort of basically go off the side of the shop floor, like do a UE, go straight up a set of stairs that run parallel to the store, and at the top of the stairs there's a door into the warehouse. Now I undid this door from the shop floor, went out into the little corridor, which is right at the bottom of the stairs, turned around, looked up at the stairs, and at the top of the stairs there's him, about to push this fucking trolley full of batteries down the fucking stairs. If I had gone through that door 3 seconds later, I would have been hospitalized or dead. I would have been crushed against the fucking wall right next to me there. It's like, you're a fucking manager. Health and safety, common sense, where the fuck is it? And like I say, this is why I get, like I say, the British TV series The Office, because as I said, I've worked with this person for years, and oh my good lord, I can so sympathise with the Tim character. Was it Tim? Martin Freeman's character, basically. Yeah. And I was literally as exasperated as he is all the fucking time at this person. He would try and use clever metaphors and shit, but he'd always get them mixed up. So much so that a friend of mine who ran the entertainment section actually started making a book which he recounted all of the things he'd actually said over the time. He actually had an entire little notebook he would fill up with these stupid things that he'd said wrong. And oh my God, you just wouldn't believe some of it. I remember there was one time when I can't remember who was having the conversation, but like I say, we were basically saying, so we were discussing Thunderbird, and someone said, "Oh, Thunderbirds, FAB. What does FAB stands for?" And he's literally walking by and goes, "FAB, Thunderbirds, oh go!" But it's like, no, it's not that. It's not that. It's really not that. You fucking moron. It's not that. Jesus Christ. It was so fucking scary. It's like, you're getting paid more than us. Another thing that obviously is like another sort of really spooky comparison to it. There's an episode of The Office where I can't remember exactly the actual phrasing of it, but they're basically asking people, what your ambitions or what are your dreams or whatever or something like that, whatever. And he's like joining and goes, twins. What? Sorry, twins. Twins at the same both at the same time. It's like. Right, and everyone's like flabbergasted because obviously they're asking like a work-related question, and he's like gone off on a fucking tangent about his fantasies. But yeah, this guy actually married one of a pair of twins, who actually worked with us as well. It's like, oh good lord, it's like, oh my god. I mean, it was just like, did someone come to our workplace and actually write about this shit? Or is this completely fucking coincidental? Because it's so scary how similar the actual stories were. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Like I say, you watch the series, and if you hadn't been involved with people like that, you'd think, fucking hell, no one is that thick. No one could be like this. People can be like that. People really are like that. Oh my Jesus God, are there people like that? Scary shit. I don't want to see people. At any time of the day. At any time of the day. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Not the bridge of death? Answer me these questions three, and the other side you'll see. What is your name? What is your quest? What is the capital of Assyria?
Hey! Sorry, what? Some of them probably are handlers, you know, wangers. Manhandlers. They like handling their little man. I don't know. Ooh, you're working on us for a chat. Yep. Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Threat assessment. It was threat assessment, wasn't it? It's the what was the film? Hot Fuzz story all over again, isn't it? We're transferring you because you're making us look bad. assistant to the regional. Oh, sorry, no, you don't watch The Office. Not assistant to the regional manager. That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Trying to get the job with Dead Man shoes. I still do, unfortunately. Not all of them. Not all of them. I'm saying, just obviously there are certain ones. Yeah, yeah. Which was nice. Oh, okay. What? Oh, bollocks. Well, feel free to download mine if you want to use it for anything.
Thank you very much.
Because hopefully mine is actually still running.
I apologise for anybody that may be watching or lurking. Unfortunately, I had a problem with my sound earlier and I wasn't aware that it wasn't coming out. And then I looked at my sound meter and hit myself in the head with a hammer. Puppy power.
Yes. What have we been streaming for?
This has been 1 hour 8 minutes, but I did do a little stream before it because I cancelled it and redid it when I sorted my sound out.
We started at 8, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we started at 8 and it's now 9:30.
Yeah.
I like power washing. We're able to put the world to rights, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Damn straight. Yes. This place is fucking filthy.
It is pretty disgusting, it has to be said. Ding, 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 ding.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo.
Puppy power?
Yep.
Scooby-Doo?
Oh. Yeah.
You need to go and see somebody about that bloody cough. I know everybody's saying, oh, there's this cough going around, but you might have a bleeding chest infection for all you know, and you're just you're rattling around with a cough. I mean, and I don't want to put the fear of God into anybody, but you know, they do say on the TV, if you have a cough for more than 3 weeks, you need to go and see your doctor.
Yeah.
You know, do yourself a favour and get
Turn yourself into a Sega?
Yeah, that, you know, to be that good takes ages. Yeah, go and see somebody, because it's a nasty.
It's a nasty. Me to talking like that, I know. It's me like. course, he made an appearance on The Mandalorian this week.
Did he really?
Not Jar Jar, but the actor, Ahmed Best,
Oh, right, okay. As himself?
as someone else.
As in a creature, or like you could see his face?
You can actually see his face this time.
Okay.
It's an improvement, let's put it like that. Fucking hell, over Jar Jar. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but
Jesus Christ.
a Sainsbury's carrier bag over their
What are you
head.
doing?
Yeah, a Sainsbury's carrier bag over their head is better than Jar Jar.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of glad he's not had his career completely crippled by that role, because it wasn't his fault that they made him fucking do that shit. It really wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Same like, I mean, Jake Lloyd, obviously his young life must have been fucking ruined by that shit. So who the fuck can get a good performance out of that fucking dialogue?
Yep. I'll try spinning. That usually works.
You're expecting a child
Whoa.
of that age to actually make that dialogue work. I'm sorry, but you know, all these professional, trained, established actors couldn't fucking do it.
The one thing I will say about Jake Lloyd, he was a rude man.
Yeah, I mean, I remember you telling me that before. But then again, like I say, his experience of life has probably been tarnished quite heavily by the way he's been treated by the media, by fans, by people on online forums.
Yeah.
He must have got a lot of abuse as a child. That can, you know, that can really make someone a little bit bitter.
It can affect
And
you,
a
shall
little
we say?
suspicious. It can make people quite suspicious and obviously untrusting
Yes.
of, you know, anyone that walks up to them. I'm not saying that you would have obviously gone up to them and been nasty to him, but like I say, they probably do get quite a lot of that at conventions and shit like that.
I'm sure there probably was, but he did have a rather large security man with him. I think if anybody had given him crap, I think they would have been thrown out in 2 or 3 pieces.
Yeah,
But he was,
but he probably didn't enjoy that he had to have that. You know what I mean?
yeah, felt unnecessary. There was one of the cons, and I don't know if we were there, but the lad that was in Terminator 2,
Oh, right, Edward Furlong.
that's him. Yeah, he was there, and I saw him sitting at the table. It was him, wasn't it? Edward Furlong. We saw at one of the cons. Furlong. Yeah, we did. Yeah, he was. The look on his face was bitter and twisted, shall we say?
Yeah. Again, he's another one who got like rather shat on as a child actor. So, like I said, I mean, I think a lot of them, if they get famous too young, they don't know how to handle it. I mean, look at poor
Macaulay Culkin.
I mean, the fucking shit that his life turned into
Yep.
after all those famous films as a young kid. There are not many who make it as a child actor and then survive and live that life successfully without having an absolute fucking breakdown at some point along the line. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. He's an amazing actor. He does some amazing fucking roles, and he's been in some really amazing films. But his life turned to flaming shit several times on the road.
It did indeed, yes.
And Iron Man was basically the turning point that brought him back from the brink. That was his comeback.
You know who helped him through? Sort of, you know, was his, if you like, his angel, if you like. The one who
I may have heard it.
It
but
was
I can't think
it was
of
Mel
well.
Gibson.
Mel Gibson?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. He was
Well,
the
I wouldn't
one
have thought
that
it was Mel
basically got Robert Downey Jr. straight.
Fair enough. But Mel Gibson's done something good then recently.
Yeah,
recent years.
because Robert Downey Jr. actually did a big thank you speech when he was up receiving an award to Mel Gibson, because he was the one. Without him, he wouldn't have been standing there, and he was
Fair enough.
quite serious. Eh? Yeah, while he was drying up, Mel Gibson had him at his house,
Hmm.
and basically was the nurse and also the psychiatrist, and you know the friend, and you know everything else that he needed.
Yeah. And then Mel Gibson had his own payment problems and his own breakdown, and
Yep,
well,
that,
after
that's the
doing well as
reason.
well.
That's the reason
Like I said,
why
it can happen.
he.
It can happen to anyone.
Oh,
when they're
yeah.
in this sort of spotlight for too long, I think.
Well, it really can
People who
happen to
survive
anybody.
it. People who survive it without any of that sort of shit, they've done fucking well for themselves, you know.
Well, I had my own breakdown, so
Yeah.
in 1990. 94, I think. Too much drink, too many bets. Very, very bad. Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We're kind of at the other side now, so which is the important thing.
Yeah, yeah. Mine would have been around about 2002 when I was still working for Wars at the time. I'd been pushed into a position of responsibility that I really didn't want, hadn't applied for, didn't agree to, and said, please, I don't want this. And they said, look, we haven't got anyone else. I was on the record counter at Sainsbury's, and the manager, it was only the two of us, the manager left suddenly because it was like he'd had enough of being treated like shit and he wanted out. Ironically, this was the guy who actually was writing the book of Demonism.
Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't have actually mentioned them there. Not like anyone that I know that's going to know these people, but yeah, just in case. But yeah, he was actually the one that was writing the book. Obviously, he left because he'd been treated like famous shit and he was fed up with it. And it's like, that's like, got to have another job and hand his notice in. This was around about October time, so obviously it was on the build up to Christmas.
Mhm.
I'd not been on the record counter that very, very long, and because there were only literally two of us, one person had to stay on the counter, so often he'd be like upstairs doing other things, and I had no training on the things that he was doing behind the scenes.
Well, that's
But I was
bloody useful.
I was supposed to take on as well. Yeah, actually, I had no idea, obviously, the extent of obviously what was having to go on, because only one person could leave. One person had to be on the counter all the time, basically. And it's like, okay. And yeah, like I say, I was being pushed and pushed and pushed, and it's like I was doing the best I fucking could, but because I was effectively having to train someone new up on the counter while I was having to do a job that I was unfamiliar with, I was fucking stressed through the roof.
Yep.
I'm the sort of person who, I don't know how to say it so nicely. If I'm doing a job, or if there's a job that needs doing, unless I'm 100% confident that there's someone around who knows this job inside out, who can do it properly, I will not trust someone else to do that job, and I'll feel like I've got to do all of it.
Mhm.
So it was basically that. I was like, trying to run around and do everything myself. And of course, the other person on the counter was like, "Oh, I'm only here for that." On the counter.
Should I leave it a couple of
But
minutes?
you don't know. Yeah, it's pretty rough in there. Pardon me. Yeah, like I say, I was like getting stressed, and the manager one day came along, and we were on the shop floor, customers around, and he just made a comment, and it's like, no, mate, you can't fucking ball me out on the fucking shop floor. Like, what? It's like, I'm the manager. It's like, you can't fucking ball me on the shop floor. It's like, it's like, let's take this upstairs, shall we? Into the actual office. Obviously, we went up into the office, and we went off the shop floor, up into the office. And he turned around and he was like, what the fuck? And it's like, right, fuck you. And I just turned around and walked straight out. It's like, if you're going to be like that, you can't pay me to ball someone out on the shop floor in front of all the customers for no reason. But You then just turned around and fucking started swearing at me as soon as I got off the shop floor. So, fuck it. And I just walked around the corner and went straight to the fucking job centre.
Yep.
I was shaking. I was fucking livid. And it takes a lot to push me that far because, like I say, I mean, it was just all the stress was just fucking there in one go, and it was like I just can't do this. And the build up to fucking Christmas, and it was, you know, stupidly busy.
We got to do the that above. Yeah. There you go. And you just did it like that. I've been trying bloody ages to do that.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's fine. Cistern pipes. 7 out of 10.
These fucking things, yeah, they're a pain in the ass. Alright, let's take that off.
I can't see anything on that one.
Not mad.
Not that one.
Stop.
I'm just looking at the gnome.
Alright. Oh, that's a bit of graffiti around the corner for you.
I did see it. I did see the graffiti. I thought that was rather good. I caught it on stream. I caught the stream. Yeah.
We crossed the streams. But then we went to separate cubicles, so we're fine after that.
That's a game we haven't played in a while.
What, cross the streams?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's got an update that I haven't actually updated yet as well. Yes, that is another sort of very silly one.
Okay, with system pipes.
I believe in Angel.
Hello, I'm Angel. Yeah.
What, Dave?
Oh, Dave. That bloke down pub. Nice bloke, nice and fat.
Yeah. Beautiful White House.
Yeah. He's very cool, this Paul Whitehouse. Very cool. We're still at 8 out of 10. Nah, that was the ceiling panel.
Cats.
Cistern pipes.
These ones out here are needing systemizing as well.
Oh, those! Do they count as cistern pipes?
These ones as well. Yeah, they do as well, yeah. System addict.
Dear, oh dear. I never can get a flush.
Oh, fucking hell.
Cubicle door frames.
Oh, it's gonna be a little fucking metal bits at the end here.
As what?
Oh, these things.
Here.
The door hinge.
Here.
The door hinges. The hinges.
I've been careful with my hinges.
Yeah, that's, the whole hinge thing is kind of like a joke between me and Shell, so yeah, you probably wouldn't have got that one.
Okay.
It was a while back when she was telling me basically when she and her parents were sort of going on holiday one time past Stonehenge, and if I remember correct, as you go past there, there's like various farms on the way along there, and you know the little domed sort of pig pens.
Yeah.
Oh Christ, I can't remember. basically she was like, yeah, it's like we were going past there, and it's like, and she was like saying that she was going to be oh fucking hell, my brain, I can't remember the fucking. Basically, she was like telling me about it, and she was saying that she saw like, and I said a henge, and ever since then, basically we referred to pigs as a henge
Okay.
because it wasn't what she was going to say, but because I sort of like it became a funny running joke. It was funny at the time. Fuck it. Yeah, I've just fucked that up completely.
That's all right. I'll slip
It
a
was a couple of years back.
I'll slip a henge joke into the next riff
Yeah.
tracks.
At the end. Yeah, basically we refer to pigs as henges.
Okay.
And one time when we was like going for a walk over one of the little like locals like the little coast inlets. He was saying, oh, she was driving, and she's like, oh, there's like a cow over there. It's like, that's a swan. So we sort of interchanged lots of animals into different things because at one point I mistook a sheep for a cow or something like that as well. Yeah, we rip the shit out of each other every time we see a pig, a cow, a sheep.
We are
Well,
looking for a cubicle wall that's not clean.
It's a wall, yeah, with a cubicle.
It's
cubic-
like
a
it's like a
cubic
wall that defines a cubicle, or is it a cubicle that defines the
It's
wall?
a cubic wall.
Ah.
It's a cubic wall.
They've done an update on this recently.
Bing.
You got it.
It's
And
an update.
2 doors. The ones at the ends must be. Yep. Door clean.
Right, I've done this one. I was gonna say this one's done, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is now.
I mean, I hadn't done anything to it. Like I say, it was done.
Okay, we're missing a henge.
A henge.
A henge.
A
That
henge.
done. Okay,
Nice.
and hand dryers. There's
I'll start
one.
this end.
One of yours, I believe.
Yeah.
Don't forget the spray behind the ear.
I'm getting the elevated ankle by standing on your head.
That's fine. Lights times 2.
Wow. That must be really bright.
One here.
Down there.
That's that. Still one left.
Yeah.
And we have
Urinals. The
urinals.
Right, that's going to be this one. And this one.
Last thing
Spreader?
is the
cheek spreader.
spreaders. Yeah. The tongue depressors.
God, I hope. My tongue's really depressed. Hey.
Yay! Whoop, whoop. I don't know why I see the time lapse thing at the end, and it makes me think of Mr. Ben. I don't know why. Well, we are coming up
Makes me think of Benny Hill.
It does actually a little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about 2 hours,
We're
isn't it?
coming up on 2 hours, so it's probably about
2 hours.
time where we will have to.
Ejaculate. Sorry, what?
For God's sake, Holmes.
For God's sake. Damn it.
In that point, I'm going to
You wet yourself.
wet myself. Yeah, you are firing on my crotch, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
if
I
you wet
thought
yourself.
you were. Yeah, and it feels like it from here. The controller's going
No,
nuts.
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know where your controller's vibrating. No.
So
Oh,
then,
dear.
Albie, before we finish, do you want to tell everybody where we can find you?
I'm here in urinals.
No, where can we find you on Twitter? Can we find you on Facebook and on Twitch and YouTube and
Well, on Twitter, I am at akanubi.
Akanubi?
AKENOOBI,
Yes.
as in like, I'm a newbie, but without the U on the end. Yeah, and yeah, you can't say Albie Wan Kenobi without saying Wanker Newbie. So yeah, and yeah, basically Albie Wan Kenobi again on Twitch. That's Albie ALBIE Wan WANKENWBE.
If you if anybody on my stream looks above Albie's head, you can see that's his Xbox gamer tag. You can find me, or you can find me on Xbox
Okay.
as I'm Dave Angel. You can find me on Steam as I'm Dave Angel. On Epic Games as I'm Dave Angel. You can find me pretty much everywhere. I'm even
As
on
Dave Angel.
Instagram, Dave Angel's Gaming Heaven. And you can find me on Twitter as Dave Forza, because that was my main game when I started.
Yeah, it's just because change is as good as arrest. And he did get
Absolutely.
arrested.
And it did indeed.
He
Right.
did get arrested.
I've thoroughly enjoyed it, my friend.
Yeah. Good game.
Hope you played it at home. And if anybody wants to contact
Yeah.
me, my email
Hope
address
you're
is
playing
on the
with your
screen.
friends along.
So, yeah, I've got a little one. We'll go into that next time. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.